called For Treason by Geoffery Trease. I find that it's quite different from some other books I've read from Mimo Reads so far. It's set in the Shakespearean era and revolves around both theater performances and, as evidenced in the title, treason against the crown. The characters wear period clothes and speak early modern English. Written in the first person, the book's protagonist, Peter, narrates his involvement in Shakespeare's plays, as well as the Spanish fifth column's plot to dethrone his nation's queen, Elizabeth I. I believe the book's title is meant to be ironic, in the sense that a cue in theater signifies an actor's turn to deliver a line or perform a segment, whereas in this case, it presumably serves as a signal to the fifth column watching from the audience's perspective to start carrying out their mission. We're also introduced to a character named Kit Kirkstone who, frankly, seems very suspicious at first. He's not very friendly toward Peter nor the other actors. Why does he behave so repulsively? Does he have a troubled past that conditioned him to be like this? I predicted that this will be explored further in the story. I just hope that they will all learn to get along. What I like about this book is that it follows the interesting life of a student actor who is able to travel locally for work while also keeping up with his studies. Peter also has hobbies that help him feel more relatable, as we have a tendency in our youth to take up as many extracurricular activities as possible, including football, swimming, and wrestling. Another neat feature of the book is its inclusion of illustrations with captions that really make the story come alive. I think they signify moments in the story worth noting or may serve as foreshadowing. I found that the story is filled with suspense, mystery, and entertainment. I look forward to witnessing how it all unfolds, especially with its branching side stories. I am thoroughly impressed by how For Treason manages to fit descriptive, challenging vocabulary and controversial, thought-provoking themes in such concisely written chapters. While the ending is predictable, it is worded cleverly. We find out that Kit is actually a woman, and a modern one at that, ahead of her time in the 1600s. It's funny because she was playing women's roles while still somehow pretending to be a man. How did no one immediately catch on? She and Peter are equal in their dynamic, always offering each other affection, support, and protection as they journey to warn the queen about the revealed conspirators. They risk their lives to get their attention by dressing as defenseless soldiers and recruit the help of the actor Desmond's troupe to capture them. That requires a great deal of composure and quick thinking, especially for such young people. They have the safety of a whole country on their shoulders. The reason why Kit disguised herself as a boy is because she was running away from a forced marriage she doesn't want, to become a part of Desmond's troupe instead, especially when it was to a man who only wanted to be with her for her estate. To make matters worse, that man, Sir Philip Morton, is actually the lead conspirator against the Queen. What drama! After Morton is axed and has his wall taken down, the Queen grants Peter and Kit ownership of the land. They become farmers and protected against all potential conspirators for the rest of their lives. As a theater enthusiast, there was a lot for me to sink my teeth into. I liked how the book incorporates Shakespearean sonnets as clues for Peter and Kit to decode secret messages associated with the conspiracy. I also enjoyed learning about the backstory of Shakespeare's select plays and reading about an actor's regular routine in context that includes costume fittings and line memorization. I appreciated the footnotes that explain context-specific terms and phrases to the uninitiated, as well as the reading response questions at the very end of the novel. These are great warm-ups, although, due to their detailed complexity, are better suited to high school students, I believe. I must say that this was a unique novel that allowed me to immerse myself socially, culturally, and politically in Shakespeare's time. It allows us a microcosmic look at important parallels and differences with our time.